Welcome to the Queendom,
a place where we talk about anything, all things, and everything in between.
with absolutely no judgment.
We're your hosts, Drea and Jelena.
Two melanated boy moms riding this life wave while trying to build an empire. So, grab a glass,
Sit back.
and chop it up with your girls.
You are now tuning in to the Queens of Kings podcast.
We're
It's going down.
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 Why do we sound like Aubrey O'Day?
Down.
I feel like we're humping the mic.
We in the car.
We got slow. Y'all, we are back for another episode. It is your girl Drea.
And your girl, Jelena. Actually, woman. I'm going to stop saying girl because I've grown.
Okay. You really made the introduction just real, like, all right. We are back with the Queens of Kings podcast, and it's another week, another epi. We're in our last 4 episodes
Oh, my goodness.
for
y'all.
2020.
We were like, season 3. Gendry is weird about numbers, so
I am so weird.
I haven't even told her what number we're ending on. Cause
Yeah, don't, because I feel like we need to keep going.
Yeah. So last season it was like, I was like, well, can we end like in like February? She's like, how many episodes is that? Is that 17? Or like,
15.
what number is that? Is that 15? Right. Okay.
I'm real weird about like odd numbers. It's like a little OCD about me, and I don't know where it came from, but I recognized it doing this podcast. Like, I would always stop the microwave on like on 3, 5, or 7,
Right.
and that's what my life consists of.
It's so funny. I wonder what that stems from for you.
I have no clue. One day I was walking in the park, and I was like walking a trail, and I realized I would not step on a crack.
Okay.
And I was walking, and I told my mom about it later on. She was like, that's like a form of OCD. And I was like, for real? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I have no clue, but I refuse to step on a crack. So I would make my step pattern like weird, so I wouldn't step on a crack, like on a crack. It was weird.
Do you still do that?
I do.
Oh, I was about
Like
to
when I dropped.
I was going to say we all did that because we thought we were going to break our mom's back back in the day.
No type of superstition, nothing like that. It was just like, make sure you don't step on a crack. It's just weird.
Okay.
So when I walk the boys to school, literally every day, I walk them from like the end of the street and walk them to the school because the traffic is so bad, and I make sure I don't step on a crack when I'm walking back.
Well,
Because you learned a little bit about me.
that is
judge.
why we can have a certain number of episodes per season. Well, season 3, the season of Elevate. We didn't know when we were gonna stop, and the number kept elevating, so we stayed true to the season because I think we are like 26, 28 episodes, I think, by the time. Oh, I said the number and I didn't mean to. Y'all should see Jandria's face right now. I think I just threw her off.
31 or 32. That's all.
I don't know. I have to go in and look at the numbers.
It might not be 4 more episodes,
director. But anyways, we are wrapping up the season, which has been a great season. It's been a really good season. We've had some amazing guests, some great topics.
For sure.
A lot of growth. I think that we've had a lot of growth within the season. And I'm ready to wrap it up. So this season, it is the end of the season. October, we're doing the good, the bad, the ugly, and the elevated is how we're going to end out the season. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So the first episode is about the good.
Yes.
Are you good? How cheesy was that shit?
Are you good?
Actually, before you even say anything, so today I was having a conversation with one of my employees, and I was talking about my podcast, and I was telling her we had an episode about, I can't remember the name of the episode, but it was whenever we say, like, how are you?
Uh-huh.
And people naturally respond, like, I'm good. Mm-hmm. And we really have to ask ourselves, are you really good?
Right.
And lately, I just have not been good.
Okay.
And so I guess that's how we can start it. I wasn't trying to. But just a little run back of, like, I guess a recap as we do every week. I've just been dealing a lot with anxiety lately.
Yeah.
And it's been so bad, like waking up in the middle of the night, can't go back to sleep. And it just stems with life in general, dealing with things that I don't want to deal with and I have to deal with, and just trying to move forward and elevate past the bullshit.
Yeah.
So, one day I'll give you guys my life story. But besides that, I want this to be more of a positive, uplifting.
Okay.
But I'm just being transparent with it. Like, am I good? Not necessarily, but I'll be good.
Well, my not good is a little different. I've been bloated for like 2 weeks. And
2 weeks?
It's okay. It feels like a really long time.
Okay.
And then I've been having like some trouble sleeping as well. Mm-hmm. But I've also been trying to pray a little bit more. So I'm just like in those moments trying to figure out like, God, what do you need from me?
Yeah.
I'm like, is it anxiety or is it you? So like this morning, my little cousin goes to school. So she gets dropped off every morning at like 5:30 in the morning here to catch the bus. So I woke up at like 5:00 and I was like, why am I up? My alarm's not supposed to go off till 5:30.
Yeah.
I was like, what is it? So then I'm just sitting there and then finally my alarm goes off. And I look at the text and my cousin was like, hey, we got here early. She's in the house. She has her own key. So I'm like, man, did I sense that? Did I feel like...
Because you were up at 5.
Right.
That's crazy.
Because I didn't hear nothing. Normally I hear her. She'll text me and then she'll come in. But I didn't hear nothing. So which is weird because I was up.
Yeah. And you didn't even know she was here.
Right.
I sure hope that nobody breaking your shit.
Oh, okay. Hey, let's ignore that.
Yeah.
I hear everything.
Out.
I hear it all. I hear everything. But like everything has been pretty cool. Like, I don't know. I've just been on this this life isn't controlled by me. And I've really been in the space of, God, please let me know where you need me to go.
Man.
But I think that sometimes it leaves you in those moments of stillness and you're like, okay, well, how long do you want me here? And I don't know, I think I'm in that spiritual space, but I also think that it's God's creating that space for me to kind of get closer to him in that moment. Mm-hmm. I got to start leaning into that.
Yeah, I was, so today was one of my days where it just kind of clicked to me about life. I woke up at 3:40. Mm-hmm. Could not go back to sleep.
Right.
And so my son's birthday is coming up this weekend. So if you know me, I am a planner. So normally everything is kind of like already in the, what is it called?
Already in motion.
Already in plan, already in motion to what I want to happen. And just because all this other bullshit is going on in my life, I have really neglected planning my baby's birthday party. So I was really been hard on myself. So when I woke up, automatically I'm just like, nope. I figure I was going to go on this weekend or whatever. And then also it's been some financial stress, of course, which, that comes with the territory,
80% of the population.
Right. So inflation is a bitch. But yeah, so I just stayed up and I could not go back to sleep, bro. I fell back to sleep at 6:40-ish.
Ooh.
My alarm clock is set for 6:45.
That's the worst.
I was like, bitch.
It
was a genuine fall asleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tried to pray. I tried to stretch. I couldn't even pray like all the way through. And I was like, I don't know what it is. Me and my connection with God lately. And when I say lately, it's been within the last year and a half or so. Mm-hmm. It's so off. And I was like, I have to get that back.
Yeah.
Because I have to see. I'm so clouded. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think what you said in regards to planning little Anthony's birthday party is a great kind of segue into what's so good. And one thing about that is for me and Gendry is that we're some good ass moms. And I was telling Gendry I wanted to really take some time to acknowledge that because I feel like I'm just now starting to lean into motherhood and in parenting. Really, first of all, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I think the beginning of it was like a task.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's got to stay alive. Yeah. And I've got...
He needs food.
He needs
Does
water.
He have oxygen?
Is he getting vitamins?
Right. Was you.
Has he... Yeah, like that checklist, like.
But I've said so many episodes where I'm like, Jelena, like, oh my God, like you're a good ass mom. Like, what the fuck? And she was so like, no, I should be doing this more. I should be doing that more. Man. He needs to be on a better diet. He needs to be doing, and I'm just like, it's the new mom thing. But also you are a one child mom.
Yes.
So you're just doing the trial.
And type A
everything.
personality controller.
Yeah. Okay.
All rolled into one. Because I still do that in other parts of life. Like
Right.
whatever I'm able to control and organize,
You will.
I control and organize.
Yeah, I told you earlier, I'm terrible when it comes to control, y'all. That can be a good thing and a bad thing, though.
It can. Yeah.
We'll get into that with the bad.
There was this TikTok, and it's like moms like going crazy, like, oh my gosh, having anxiety about the moment that they just had where they yelled at their kid, and then the next 5 seconds it's their kid like upside down with fruit snacks and iron. Like, they don't care. Like these moments we have so much guilt for. We think that they're going to completely change the trajectory of the life, and we're gonna raise
some banshees.
Exactly. And our kids forgot what happened 5 minutes ago, but we've been stuck on it for 3 days.
No, for real. Like,
Right.
That is such a good segue to just really clicking when it comes to motherhood.
Yeah.
Like, when certain things click that, me and Jelena both have been on this thing of just allowing the kids to make a determination of others.
Yes.
Instead of trying to control them in the situation, how they deal with people, how they are with people, whatever. Just let that be.
Yeah.
And allow them to make that, not judgment,
Yeah.
but make that decision themselves on how they want to fuck with people.
Exactly. Let them feel what they feel.
Yeah.
And be okay with it. Yeah, for sure. Because a lot of times we do want them, we'll encourage certain feelings.
Right.
Based off of what we believe, versus just allowing kids to feel exactly what they feel.
And not having control over it. That's another thing that we just have. It's a negative. It's a flaw. Just having control issues. Like, I want you to feel this way because of this situation. You
Right.
should feel this way or whatever.
Right.
But when it comes to kids, like, you cannot dictate that.
No.
Just
Not at all.
just like you said, allow them to be kids and allow them to feel what they feel in that moment.
And they are the best BS meters ever.
Shit. Okay.
They're much better than
They'll
us
check
adults.
you so quick.
Man.
Especially Tyler.
Oh, Tylen is
That baby is a
keeps me
detector.
on my toes, man.
For sure.
He does not miss a thing. Like, there's so much of my parenting has been just a grin. Like, yeah, that's mine.
My baby.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Really, I think that's it. Learning how to navigate that specific child. And I think that in the beginning, I just thought it was a checklist for all children versus learning how to navigate my child specifically, his personality and what he needs. And it comes back to that idea of parenting and really what it looks like. Are we the teachers or are we the students?
Both.
Because I definitely feel like Tyler should be driving us to school and teaching me some shit. I hate when he's right. Like, it really bothers me when I swear,
Yeah.
my way is right.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, Mom, on page 8, section 8, section 28.
No, for real. Like,
59-1.
because he's definitely going to read you.
You said, I will take you to Chuck E. Cheese.
After
And
I
I'm
get
like,
off of work.
oh, yeah, I did. I said it. Oh.
You'd be surprised he didn't have a fucking recording of you saying or something like that.
Eventually he might. I'm just going to have to
for
really
real.
watch it. I'm going to have to really watch it.
Just imagine 3 personalities.
I cannot.
And I will give myself a lot of grace recently when it comes to me and my kids. And I have just really bonded with them so well. And honestly,
Yeah.
even just the beginning of the school year, like just making the decision and being solid in my decision of what I'm doing with my kids, intentionally and moving forward with my kids and realizing it's just me.
Yeah.
Like, I am newly single. I don't have anyone in the household. It's just me. And I'm always used to having the younger kid's father there.
Right.
To where it's like, I always have somebody to lean on. No, bitch, it's just you.
Right.
And really just honestly appreciating the space that I'm in.
Because you're a badass mom.
Thank you.
You really are, Gendry. Like,
I try to give myself a lot of kudos when my kids smile at me and we have our moments where Aiden recently has been telling me, you're the best mom.
Oh, that's the best.
And when I say it's multiple times a day, and it's just like constantly confirmation after confirmation, you're doing it. Just fucking keep going. Like, keep going, whatever it is. You just blow it off. It's going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, with the boys, they have just, when I go pick them up from school, their smiles are so big just to see me. It's just those moments where it's like everything is okay.
Right.
And for so long, not for so long, like, I still feel like it's not okay personally. But when it comes to my babies, like, I know I'm good. Like, me and Caleb's relationship has always been good, but it's getting so much better and so much stronger. And I'm just feeling it with 3 different personalities, me being one person and only having so much to give. It's given. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Yeah, no, I get that. And then kind of going back to what I was saying with being so task oriented in parenting and in motherhood in the beginning versus I'm going to love this individual, this human being. You know what I mean? Not as my child, but as a human. Like, and I think that's where it comes from. Like, I look at him in admiration sometimes because he's already possessing qualities at 6 that I wish I had at 36.
Yeah.
So it's like, part of me is like, I think that's sometimes where I have allowed myself to struggle in the past because some people will tell you need to discipline certain areas of that and learning how to do so, but also allowing him to flourish.
Still be him. Right.
Yeah. Because those qualities might not seem as favorable now, but they're going to be amazing qualities as he turns into an adult.
And it's just different durations of his life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where it's like this moment between ages 2 and ages 6, like that needs to be checked. But also it's kind of like you don't even understand the development of how effective that's going to be at 12 and 14.
Right.
So the fact that you recognize that, you're a badass mom.
That's why I'm just like, who is parenting who?
We're parenting each other. We're parenting each other. Yeah, for sure. Because I've gotten checked so many moments where I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Right.
I did that. Okay. Yeah. We'll call my bad.
And I tell Gendry, just allowing us to be, we always talk about being unapologetic in our own lives and our growth and in our development. But do we allow ourselves that same grace in being unapologetic in parenting? Mm-mm. Do you think you do more now than you ever have, though?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a difference on, we've talked about this before in regards to insecurities in life, period. Whenever you're an insecure person, you're an insecure parent. And so you want to control so many dynamics of parenting to where you want to make sure it goes a certain way.
Right.
But once you get to a point to where it's kind of like, look, I'm doing the fucking best that I can. Okay? And the fact that you're not here, you're not helping in whatever way,
facts.
This is what the fuck it is.
Right.
So, yeah, he got a cough. And the fuck what? He's going to be okay.
That part.
We got some NyQuil. Man. He's asleep. Let it go.
Right.
You know, like Aiden, so last week, 2 weeks ago, he's now in pre-K, as I've said before, and kids are nasty as hell.
Right.
And parents will send their kids to school nasty as hell. So I was looking at his hands and he had little bumps on them, and I was like, the fuck is that? And it happened so fast. Like, it was little bumps on his hands. So I get on Google, of course, all of a sudden he has the fucking measles. Never get on Google. But call the doctor, try to figure it out. And they diagnose him with hand, foot, and mouth.
Yeah, Tyler had that when he was younger. And
they say it's completely normal under the age of 6, and it's due to germs.
Yeah.
And so I freaked out for 2.5 seconds, but whenever he was okay, I was fine. And only reason I felt guilty, the mom guilt kicked in, was because I sent him to school. Okay. And when I went to go take him lunch, I looked at his face and he had like, it makes your mouth dry. And so I'm like ready to pull him out of school.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like, he's perfectly fine. He hasn't acted any different. He's kind of, tender right now. Like if somebody bumped me, he might cry. And so I was like, okay. He's staying in school.
Right.
So when he gets out of school, he was perfectly fine. I told my mom, because I had to go to work.
Right.
So my mom got him out of school. I told her, I said, just check him, see if he has a fever. It's not contagious if he doesn't have a fever or anything like that. So she get him out of school. He's perfectly fine. He's just real chill, which is not Aiden.
Right.
So he lays down. I get home. He's completely fine. Next day, it's gone.
Yeah.
So, like, they normally say it can last, like, from 3 days to, like, up to 2 weeks. Like, literally, it was 12 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I felt so bad for sending him to school because I would hate for someone else to get this.
Yes.
But then I'm just like, I had to work. No one else pays my bills. He was still Aiden. So I really had to just check myself like, Andrea, it's okay. You know, and so whenever literally it was gone within 7 hours, I was just like, you did all that. I was crying and everything.
Yeah.
Because I just felt so bad. Like, I have to. It was the mom guilt of, like, I have to be at work when I feel like I should be at home with my baby.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I had to give myself grace in that moment and just say, okay.
Right.
It's over with. It's not like no one else is sick. No one, you know, I emailed the teacher and I feel like I took the proper precaution to make sure that he was okay and everybody else was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to just really check myself and just say, like, you did what you needed to do in that moment.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And when you learn that that's all we're trying to do, like, people can be so critical in the world of parentinghood and mommyhood, and that's why I love the way TikTok has flourished with this mom TikTok, because it's like people get real and honest about what goes on and how parenting is, and we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be the PTA carpool soccer mom.
I so want to sign up for PTA though.
You can have it. They keep sending that email, and I just keep
they're sending home the report cards too, and I was just like, do it.
Do it. Okay, if it's calling your name, it's not calling me this year, but if it's calling your name,
it's whispering. It's not shouting.
Mine's
it's just
mute.
whispering.
It said PTA. It's the static they used to play on your TV at midnight.
Okay, time to go to bed.
Good night.
Mine was like, do it. But then they're gonna be like, we need you this day. I can't. So I'm just like, don't put yourself in some shit that you know you cannot dedicate yourself to.
Gendry is signed up and she never does anything.
Oh my God. Like, bitch, I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I'm sorry.
Girl, you go to Kroger, get them cookies the day before.
Send them right in the backpack. Don't smash them because you need to give them to your class. For the cookie sale. And you only got fucking 12 cookies for 183 kids.
Girl. I didn't say how many I was bringing. I said bring.
Okay, y'all did not say a maximum.
Man.
Wait, have you seen that? Have you heard the commercial on like K104 when they say they're trying to promote QT? And they say whenever you're going, you tell your mom that you have a bake sale 5 minutes before the bake sale starts. You stop at QT. We have fresh donuts. That is a mom guilt commercial for sure.
Man.
It wouldn't be that bad with me. At least I'm going to stop at fucking Kroger's. Something.
And then I've learned for as many good days as I have, I give myself the grace. Like if I've been on for 4 days in the week, day 5,
I'm off.
I don't care.
I'm off.
I don't care.
Baby, it stops at day 2 for me. Day 5? What is that? That's strong. That's real strong. You stiff arm down all the way through. I'm on day 2, day 3. Fuck this. God damn. Y'all put yourself to sleep.
It be like that sometimes.
Okay.
I did that the other day with Thailand. I am tired.
I'm going to bed.
Good
luck. Good luck.
Mom, she's asleep. She is asleep. Even with his lunch. Y'all know how I'm about this lunchbox and doing these healthy meals. The other day, I put a mozzarella cheese stick and a jelly sandwich in that lunchbox.
Make it do what it do. Goodbye.
He said, "Ooh, Mom, I get Kool-Aid." You should do.
Today.
What else you want in here?
Okay.
You want Welch's, Gushers? Go ahead.
You got it.
Get all of it.
Baby, because every day it is a struggle with me and Aiden in this lunch. He's just Aiden. Baby, what do you want? I said this morning, baby, you want a sandwich? He literally put his hands and said, no sandwich. Right. He crossed his hands and said, I'm not eating a sandwich. I'm not putting a fucking sandwich in there. So you got an option. You got breakfast from last night. I got a couple pieces of sausage patties. You want that? I got some butter noodles. He said, noodles. I said, are you going to eat them? He said, I don't know. But we gonna fucking try it, right? I put them in that thermos. What else you want? You get some Pringles with it. You get Pringles, you get a juice, you get a yogurt.
That is called mom magic. You know why? We will create something in a hot ass minute.
And what does he not eat? The fucking butter noodles. Butter noodles. But when I came home from work, the butter noodles gone.
That's what I'm saying. They might not eat it during lunch when they get home.
They be hungry as hell.
That's it. I remember one time Tylen was like, don't get the regular nuggets, get the dino nuggets. Cool. My mom calls me because she works at the school. Tylen is playing with his nuggets during lunch.
He was trying to That's why he wanted the dino nuggets.
Then realized lunch was over. Walked in. I was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat my chicken nuggets."
I bet.
I was like, "Well, did they have a full-on fight? Are there any? Did they die?" But anyways,
that's our rant about kids.
It's a good rant because
it's a good rant.
It allows you to breathe a little bit and not have so much on your shoulders and have this expectation as far as parenting goes, because we try our best and we're very intentional with our kids. So it's not like we're just like, raise yourselves. You know what I mean? Well, we give ourselves those moments when it's tough, especially when you are raising your kids in a single parent household. There's no one to relieve that weight in that house. So you have to give yourself that space and be okay with it.
Facts.
And we've talked about it, how I will let Tylen know, I'm like, mama just needs a moment. Can you give mama a moment? Can you go get your iPad? You can sit next to me. But I think it's important to have those conversations because I don't want to just duck off and then just be gone. Mama's here. You call me, you need me. But I need a second. I'm tired.
I said that I was literally talking to Jelena earlier on the phone about an issue or whatever, and as soon as they literally heard the garage door open,
Mom,
you're home, and I could not turn it down. Like, hi baby, I greet them and everything. They come outside. He coming outside. I need my shoes on. I want to go play outside. I'm just like, I love the fact my baby wants to go outside. First of all, it makes me own up to like, get the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And so he comes outside, he like got a scooter and everything. I'm like, let me finish talking to Auntie Gigi. Like, let me finish talking, and then mommy can do whatever you want to do. Mommy was taking too long. He's like, no, you shouldn't have pulled up in the house then. You should have stayed outside the garage. I'm just like, okay, mommy's almost done. And then little Anthony comes out, he gives me this warming hug, and I'm just like, I love my baby so much. The fact that you are so excited to see me, it's so...
It's warm. It's the warmest.
Yes. It's such a confirmation of like, you're doing it. Bitch, you're doing it.
That's it. When you just see their joy in little things that you do. Like, facts. Or the moments, they don't acknowledge ever what you want them to acknowledge. Like, but those small things or those little moments, it makes it all worth it.
And then also that's made me really kind of scale back on doing it big.
Right.
Because it's like, they love it, but it does not last that long.
Right.
And financially, it's lasted too long for me. So I'm just like, you know what? We're going to scale all the way back.
Right.
You want to have a sleepover for your birthday.
But that's what they love. That's right, the fun
exactly.
stuff.
So that's why I told myself, like, I do my kids' birthdays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was just kind of like, you know what? Gendry, be grown. You don't have it. You know what I mean? So let's just pull back a little bit. What can be satisfying to him? And I asked him that.
Yep.
And he said, let's do a sleepover. Bet.
Right.
So I have to order 2 pizzas instead of 22. I can do that.
That sounds like a plan to me.
You know what I mean? And some nachos. And that's all he said he wanted.
I love it.
Cool. Mommy can make that happen.
Yeah.
So it's just really realizing that you don't have to do too much to give them so much.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I love that season for where I am with my babies because they know kids don't say it. They really don't say it. And as parents, we try to put these masks on of like, oh, we're good. They know sometimes, even if we don't say it, like they know certain things or certain areas where we're not good at. And I love the kids that not necessarily recognize it, but, give their parents grace in that moment to be like, y'all, we doing too much. Let's chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I agree
with
with
my babies
wholeheartedly. And I really think that like I'm at the stage where Tylen is becoming like my best friend. Like, you know, he's getting
Girl,
older.
I'll tell you about
So
Caleb all the time. That's my best friend for real.
and I, you know, people start saying that like I'm not my child's friend. That's my
what. And I think that's the best thing though, because it makes your relationship. You see it with me and Caleb. It makes your relationship so much better, so much deeper.
Right.
Literally before I came to record podcast, Caleb was like, "Can we make a handshake? Can we? The fuck?
Right.
Why haven't we?" Is the question.
Me and Tylen did a video. We have a video chat night.
Right.
So it's like high five, fist bump, give me your elbow,
That's
kisses.
so cute. And he always calls, say, "Mom, can you read me a bedtime story?"
Yeah, so you read our bedtime story. But I think that's the difference. Like that was the shift from parenting and task.
Right.
Like our relationship built to another genuine level. And that's where we are right now. But that's also where we butt heads. Like I'm learning, you know what I mean? Like because we're actually building a relationship. It's not I'm your mother and you're my son and that's the end of it.
Right.
It's something so much deeper.
It makes it a little bit more complex.
It definitely is complex.
But in such a good and bad way, you know?
Yeah.
It's
just
like never another level unlocked.
Right. And it's like little stuff like him and my boyfriend were, I didn't know, I was about to say his name. We were playing Mousetrap yesterday and I hit my foot and I was like, ow, but it wasn't a bad out. And they were both like, "You okay? You okay? You okay?" And I was like, oh my God.
I love that.
They wanted to know if I was okay. Normally I gotta ask my damn self, "You okay?" Just like, yes, I'm okay.
Everybody pinky toe. I love it.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, like when it comes to being good, we're some freaking good ass moms.
For sure. Good ass moms and good ass people.
Agreed.
Like in the world we haven't really been able to touch on just personal, but we're good ass people. You know, and it's
rare-ish.
Shit, it's very rare in this generation.
I don't think it's as people are almost scared to show
the genuinity. Yes.
Like it's seen as being soft or weak.
And we're in such a tough girl era, tough person era where you have to live with this facade on. It is so whack.
And it's heavy. Like
girl, super heavy. Like I want to, and I was telling Jelena earlier, I want to be in my soft girl era. I want to just, this weight that's on my shoulders, I feel it physically looks like I have so much weight on my shoulders.
Yeah.
I want to be soft. I want to be light and just be unapologetic about where I am and who I am. Like, why do I have to feel like I have to put on this front to be not accepted? Because I don't give a fuck if you accept me or not. Right. But like
to even
a part
exist.
Of the a part of the generation. Like that's so whack.
It's very whack.
So I'm just to put that at a kudos to us is that us genuinely, with y'all listening to us, if you personally know us, like we some badass females. Woo. And we're cool, we're dope, we're down to earth, amazing, sexy, all of that. And we're some badass moms. Baby, we went from a 10 to 1,000.
Girl, we sure did. She's a 10, but she's a badass mom.
That's not the meme.
That's our meme.
So you know what that means. See you next week. Yeah.
Hey,
is there anything
y'all,
else you want to add to it?
I do want to add something. First of all, I want to give a shout out to our guests last week, Chris Pooh and Tam Hamilton. I almost got your name wrong, Tam. I'm so sorry. And just with that entire conversation, we actually did have a lot of people, a lot of new listeners tune in. So I encourage you guys, if you're listening to us on Apple iTunes or Apple Podcasts, please rate and review our episodes. We would love to know your feedback. Now, this episode will also be on our YouTube channel. So please make sure to leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts. You know, just
talk to us.
That's it.
Y'all stop being quiet. Speak up.
Because we stopped being quiet.
Right.
So that's just your
invitation. We need y'all to like talk to us, like actually have a conversation. So stop talking to each other so much, you know.
I'ma still talk to her, and she sure gonna talk to me.
You know I am.
She can call me 4 times today. I'm just kidding.
I think
I called you.
Do not do that.
Yeah. But y'all go ahead and subscribe on all the major platforms. We have just 3 more episodes after this for the end of the season. So we love y'all, and you already know we'll be next. Yep. We'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week, y'all.
With the bad.
BADD. Bye.